Hello friends, welcome back to Kurt Berglund's Baseball World. Today we are doing a game with Play Ball Baseball. This is a Greg Sovan production and it's one of my favorite games. I'm going to put the link to Play Ball Baseball and the free stuff that you can get to try it out for yourself. I don't make money from doing this. I don't have a stake in Play Ball Baseball and I don't work for Greg Sovan. But it is a fantastic game and it's worth checking out. One thing you will need that you'll notice with my demonstration today is that you'll need some D8s, some D8 dice, 8-sided dice. You'll see that very quickly when we get into gameplay. It's a wonderful game, great design. You can buy seasons. There are over 60 seasons available. You can get the game instructions and franchise all-stars for free to try out the game before you buy anything. So check out the link in my description if you like what I'm doing here today, and let me know if you'd like to see more of it on my channel. Thanks for taking a look, and don't forget to click like and subscribe. Let's get to today's starting lineups. All-time Brewers at the all-time Cardinals today. Leading off in left field for the Cardinals, Lou Brock. Batting second in right field, Willie McGee. Batting third at first base, Albert Pujols. Batting fourth, the DH, Ted Simmons. Batting fifth, the center fielder, Jimmy Edmonds. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Terry Pendleton. Batting seventh, catching, Yadi Molina. Batting eighth at second base, Tommy Herr. Batting ninth, the shortstop, Ozzie Smith. On the mound for the Cardinals will be Joaquin Andujar. For the Brewers, the homestanding Brewers at Miller Park, Paul Molitor will lead off at second base. Robin Yount will bat second in center field. Second at shortstop. Christian Yelich will bat third in center field. Prince Fielder will bat fourth at first base. Ryan Braun will be the DH today, batting fifth. Jeff Jenkins will play left field, bat sixth. Jeff Cirillo will play third base, bat seventh. Jeremy Brunitz will play right field, bat eighth. Jonathan Lucroy will bat ninth and do the catching. And on the mound will be Giovanni Gallardo. To give you a sense here of how easy play ball is to pick up, you need two D8s, as I said, so these are 8-sided dice. I'm going to read the red die as the tens digit and the white die as the ones digit. But I bought a bunch of D8s in case, or in the inevitable reality that I lose or drop or whatever. But these are the two that I'll be using. You need two D8s to play the game. All right, so Brock stands in against Gallardo. You got pitcher stats here on the card, and then there's numbers here that you'll be adding. In most of the cards, you get all the defensive ratings on the tall pitcher card, which is really, really helpful. And so, yeah, we're ready to go. So Brock stands in against Gallardo. It's a 73. All right, so for a 73... we have numbers here from 11 to 88. The 73 is a line drive 2. Line drive 2. You look at the 3. If you can see these, the green numbers indicate which defensive player is involved. So 3 is the first baseman. You take the line drive 2, and the 2 tells you what to add to the first baseman's range rating. Well, our first baseman for the Brewers at the moment is Prince Fielder. So we add 2 to his range rating of 6. That makes 8. And so it's a possible single to right if it equals 9 or more, but it doesn't. So it's going to be a line out to Fielder. And there's first out of the first inning. It's just that simple. Willie McGee now at 81 SR3. So the 81 tells us that we add the 8 plus the 1, so that tells us that the right fielder is involved. Single to right, 3. So what we do is we add the right fielder's range rating, which is not on this card because, oh no, it is. There's Burnett's. So it's a range of 4, plus the number on the card is a 3. That makes 7, so the event doesn't happen. It's a fly out to right field. Next is Pujols against Gallardo. 83, E5 check. So it's an error check using the third baseman's error rating. That is Cirillo. His error rating is a 3. You add the you have to roll a die and add that to the 3 and see if he gets on. It's an 8, so it is an error. 8 plus his error rating of 3 makes 11. That's 9 or better, and that means the event happens. So it's an E5. Pujols is safe at first. Now it's Simmons. Gallardo's pitch to Simmons is a 47. A 47 is a hit by pitch 3. And so what we do is we look at the pitcher's hit by pitch number, which is 0. And so he does not get hit by a pitch. Now, in the event that that event doesn't happen, we look on this chart, and when there's no hit, walk, strikeout, hit by pitch from 31 to 68, we look at the number. We have a 47. It's a tapper out in front of home plate. So Lucroy pounces on that, fires to fielder, and that retires the Cardinals in the first. Half inning in the books. Here comes Andujar. He'll face Molitor, Yount, and Yelich. Pitch from Joaquin. Okay, so now we have a 17 in the books. Single to right plus. Single to right plus. So this is a straight single. We don't have to do any adjustments on this. And then the plus means that there is a steal attempt. So we pull Molina's arm here. His arm is an S, which you can see if I turn it like that. So an S arm reduces the stolen base chances by 10. So we go down to 63. Molitor's off, and Molina gets him. So it's a 2-4. Molitor is thrown out stealing. Now it's Yount. Andujar delivers the pitch. It's a 41. Single to left, 2. Now, what you do is you take the pitcher's hit rating and you add that. So on a 41, single to left, 2, we take the 2, we add it to the pitcher's hitting rating, which is 3. That's a 5. And Brock's going to make that play for the putout. Yelich up, 2 outs, nobody aboard. It's an 84. Pass ball, pitcher 2X. Well, there's nobody on base, so we ignore the pass ball. And if the bases are empty, it's a pop out to the catcher. And that is it. That retires the Brewers in the first. And we're going to the second. It plays even smoother than I'm showing it to you here. Once you get the hang of it, I'm going a little slower to try and show you the mechanics of it, but it's a wonderful game. Edmonds up now against Gallardo. It's a 34. G3DP. All right. So we have a possible hit. We got to look at the pitcher hitting or pitcher hit rating, which for Gallardo is a 4. And this is grounded to first. Hit ratings of 4. Hit ratings, 4. Gloved by fielder. He's going to take it himself. We'd have a double play opportunity if there was a runner on first. There is not, so Edmonds retired by fielder. Now it's Pendleton. Gallardo's pitch is a 47. And that's a hit by pitch 2. We look at the hit by pitch rating for Gallardo, it's a 0. So that is not a hit by pitch. We pull our chart again on a 47. No walk, strikeout, hit by pitch. And so we pull the number here, and it's a ground ball to Lucroy, and he throws out Pendleton at first. 2 down now, it's Molina. 88 is a crazy 88 play, so we have a separate chart for that. I'm going to roll a blue die to give us a new number. It's a 3. Bases are empty. Fly ball left field, possible drop, roll 1 die. If the defense rating plus the roll is 9 or more, it's a muff, batter safe at first. So we got to look at Jenkins. He's our left fielder. And his error rating is a 0 in left, so it can't be more. So he's going to make the play, and that'll retire the side. On a D8, you can't roll 9 or better. His error rating is a 0, so that means the play is made. Bottom of the second now, fielder up. Braun and Jenkins to follow. 23 is a walk to fielder. First column, you don't adjust. Second column, you adjust. Second and third columns, where it says pitcher 31 to 68, you're adjusting with pitcher ratings. And the fourth column is defensive adjustments, and that kind of tells you what you're doing. There are splits in the game, however, so everywhere you see a slash line, that's affected by splits. All right, so next is Braun. And sure enough, I dropped the dice. So we're going to roll my other die and use that for the tens digit. We got a 44 for Braun. Now that's a home run 7. So now we look at Andujar's home run rating, and we have a 5. That makes 12. And that means it's gone. Ryan Braun hits a home run. A 2-run job that scores fielder ahead of him, and it's 2-0 Brewers. Now it's Jenkins. Found my red die, so we're back in business. 78. Okay, now we got the defense column. So this is center field. It's a single to center 5, but we have to add in the center fielder's defensive range rating, which for Jimmy Edmonds is a 5. And so that's going to end up being a base hit for Jenkins. 5 plus 5 being 10, so the event does happen. Edmonds doesn't make the play. And Andujar's got a second inning jam on his hands. It's a 41, single to left, 5. So we add in the pitcher's hit rating. It's an 8. 8 plus 5 is not 9 or more, so Brock is going to make that catch for out number 1 in the second. Here's Brunitz. 42. DL1, which is a possible double to left field. D, double, L, left field. But it's a 1. So now we add the pitcher's hit number. That makes it a 4. So Brock's going to get there because it's not 9 or better. And he cuts off the double. Now it's Lucroy. 2 outs. Jenkins still at first. 38. Single to left, 8. We add the pitcher's hit number. That makes 11. So it is indeed a single to left. Now, how do we know about base advancement? Well, there are charts for each situation on base. So let's take a look at our base runner on first chart. Here's our bases situation play chart with the runner at first. We have a single to left, SL, single to left, runner option to advance at risk. Now we're going to do that to show you how it works, even though with 2 outs ordinarily I would not. Running rating here for advancing at risk. He is an A runner. Jeff Jenkins is at first. He's rounding second. Lucroy is single to left. Jenkins rounds second. He's an A runner. Now this is our advance at risk chart. Run at risk. So we are going to add in the outfielder arms to show you how that works. The single to left means it's Lou Brock country. Lou Brock's arm is an S. You can see right there, it's an S. All right, so S arm, subtract 1 from the range. The range here, he's safe 1 to 3. But there are 2 outs, so he's safe 1 to 5. But we subtract 1 because Brock has a strong arm. Excuse me, he goes down to 1 to 4. So he's got a 50-50 shot at making it to third base. And he's out. So Brock throws out Jenkins, trying to go from first to third with 2 outs. And that ends the Brewer second inning. All right, here comes Gallardo. So the Brewers get 2 on the 2-run homer by Braun. And now it'll be Tommy Herr and Ozzie Smith, and then the top of the order with Brock. Tommy Herr against Gallardo is a 37. Single to center, 7. We add the pitcher hit rating, that's an 11, so we got a single. Yelich doesn't get to the play, doesn't get to the ball before it lands, and now we got Ozzie. Herr's at first. Pitch to Ozzie is a 16. All right, the 16 tells us we had a couple things here. So we have a chart. We have a righty exclamation mark single versus lefties. This is one of the ways splits are built into the game. All right, so we have a righty exclamation mark with a 16. That's a ground ball shortstop with a C on it as sort of the modifier. So with a runner on first, we look at our runner on first chart to learn what happens here. Ground ball 6C, ground out to short, force at second, 6-4. Now if we have an S shortstop, which we will check by looking at Robin Yount. Robin Yount is not an S shortstop. He's an A shortstop. He has an average arm. So if he had a strong arm and we roll an 8, then a strong arm shortstop starts the double play. But that's not what happened. We have a ground out to short with a force at second. So we're going to let Ozzie be safe here on a 6-4 fielder's choice. And here comes Brock. Brock is 0 for 1. 12, righty, and it's gone. Now again, splits come into play here. If Brock was facing a left-handed batter, it's a ground out to second base, but it's not. It's a 2-run bomb for Brock because he's facing Gallardo, and Gallardo throws right-handed. So Brock drives in Ozzie with his 2-run homer, and now it's McGee. 0 for 1. 31, SR1, single to right, 1. We add in the pitcher number, and Burnitz makes a nice running catch. And there's 2 gone in the Cardinal third. Notice that most of these are resolved with 1 roll. 17, double to right. Gallardo's in trouble. Simmons, 65. Walk 5. We take the 5. We add it to Gallardo's walk number, which is 8. So it's not a walk. And so since it is not a walk, we take our chart for what happens. We got a 65. We have a left-handed batter, and it's hit to third base with a double play, double play up opportunity, but first of all, there's 2 outs, and second of all, there's nobody on first, so that retires the side. 2-run homer by Brock ties the game. Here we are with the bottom of the third coming. Molitor, 78. Center field, double to center with a 4. But we got to check the range rating of the center fielder. That's a 5. Edmonds is a range 5. We add the 4 to that. That's a 9 or better. And Molitor, we got to look at Molitor, 78. Gee whiz. SC2, single to center 2. So what happens is we add Edmonds 5, that's a 7. So he is going to make that play, and there's 1 down in the bottom of the third. Had it been Yount on the 78, we'd have added the 4 to Edmonds 5. We'd have had a double to center. But Robin's up now. It's a 76 GRD SI6. So it's a ground ball. 6 tells us it's to Ozzie. 6 tells us it's to Ozzie. So we have a possible ground ball single past Ozzie. Now he's a 6. The number here on the card is a 6. Ozzie's range rating is a 2. So the 2 and the 6 Ozzie makes the play because it's an 8. He throws to Pujols, and Yount is retired. Now it's Yelich. 47, hit by pitch 5. We add that to Andujar's hit by pitch rating of a 4. That's a 9. And so Yelich is indeed dotted by the pitch. Now it's Fielder. 2 outs, bottom of the third. 58. Strikeout. That's it. Strikeout. Don't have to go any further. Don't have to add anything because there's no numbers. We don't have to consider Andujar's strikeout rating, which is a 4. Fielder's just gone on strikes. Andujar's first strikeout. We go to the 4th. Nothing across for the Brewers. We go to the 4th. Edmonds, Pendleton, Molina. This game flows beautifully. And if I wasn't talking so much, I'd be into the 8th inning by now. All right, 16. Double to right, Edmonds. First column, really no adjustments to make. Columns 2 and 3, you add the pitcher ratings. Column 4, you find the defensive rating that's needed either for errors or for range. Pendleton's up. Gallardo's pitch is a 61. Walk 1. We add that to Gallardo's walk number of 3. That makes a 4. That's less than 9. So we're going to take the 61 and look here. Okay, so if Gallardo was a fly ball pitcher, we would have a rating there, and it would tell us to look at the red number. But he's not. He is a ground ball pitcher. We have a G6 DP. What does that mean? We have a runner on second. So we have a G6 DP outcome with a runner on second. What do we do? Because that's obviously not a double play situation. We look here at our runner on second chart. G6 DP. Ground out to short. He checks the runner on second who holds. And then he throws the batter out at first. That retires Pendleton on a ground out to Yount. Edmonds holds. Now it's Molina. Gallardo's pitch to him is a 68. Walk plus 8 plus. The plus tells us stolen base chance if he gets on. The walk makes it 8 plus Gallardo's walk rating of 3, so it is going to be a walk, but Edmonds is already at second base, so Molina cannot attempt to steal. There's 2 on with now her at the plate. 16, right-handed pitcher, single to right. All right, so we have a right-handed pitcher up on the mound. That is Gallardo. So we have a single to right. If it was a lefty, it's a ground out to second base. But he's not a lefty. Gallardo's a right-handed pitcher, so we have a single to right. Now, what happens to our base runners? Let's find out by looking at the first and second base chart. Here's our situation play chart, runners at first and second. We have our single to right. Single to right, SR, right here. Single to right, runner's option to advance at risk. F runner on second scores versus right fielder with an average arm, if there's double dots, which there would be. All right, so we got Edmonds coming around third. We're going to advance at risk, so we're going to take the risk of advancing Edmonds. Edmonds is an average runner. He is going to be running against Jeremy Burnett's arm. Burnett's arm in right field is a W, which is weak. So we have safe 1-3. The W arms widen the range +1. So now Edmonds, instead of being safe 1-3, he's safe 1-4. So he's getting waived, and he scores on the single by Tommy Herr. Now there is trail runner advancement. Trail runners advance 1 base on any throw, 2 bases if an error. The defense does not have to throw if the runner runs at risk. So Molina's going to go to third. He doesn't stop at second. First and third, 1 out now for Ozzie. Pitch to Ozzie is an 81. So 8 + 1 makes the right fielder. It's a single to right with a 6. We got to check the right fielder's range. That's back to Burnett's. Burnett's range is a 4. And so that's going to be a base hit for Ozzie. Drives in the 4th Cardinal run. Herr is at first. So we have to look at our first and third chart. We have a single to right, 1 scores, runner on first, option to advance at risk. And we'll hold him. First and second, 1 out, 4th inning, 4-2 Cardinals. Now it's Brock. Gallardo's pitch to him is a 27. F-8-O ? So this is a fly ball to center. The runner on third tries to score and may be thrown out. So, oh no, he's not on third. Never mind. So there's nobody on third. So it's a fly out to 27. Fly out to Yelich in center. Herr holds, and now it's McGee. Pitch to Willie is a 76. So this is going to be a range for the shortstop. Ground ball to the single to left, unless Yount can make the play. The number is a 2. We add that to Yount's range number, and his range is a 4. 2 + 4 is 6. That's less than 9. So Robin is going to flip to Molitor and force Ozzie to end the inning. It's just this easy. 1 roll resolves the at-bats. The range or the defense makes sense. You've got easy numbers to calculate for the pitching ratings. This is a great game. This is a legitimately great game. And I'll tell you something else. It's free. You can try it out for the cost of your ink and your paper and some D8s. That's it. We're on up. Bottom of the 4th, 83, E5 ? So, we have a possible error. We're going to add this die roll to Pendleton's error rating, which we find on his card. His error rating is a... Wow, if I could see, that would be good. His error number is a 2. So he gloves it and makes the play to Pujols for out number 1. Now it's Jenkins. 82. K3 and E5. So first, we have to check the strikeout rating to see if there is a strikeout chance. So we're going to take the 3 for the strikeout and add that to Andujar's strikeout rating. That's a 4. 3 plus 4 is less than 9, so no strikeout. So now we have to see if there is an error on Pendleton. So Pendleton's error rating is a 2. I rolled a 6. He makes this play as well. That's less than 9. Cirillo, with 2 outs and nobody on. 44, home run 2 for Cirillo. We're in the pitcher area, so we got to add in the pitcher's home run number. A 2 plus Andujar's 5 makes 7. So that's not going to be a home run. Instead, we're going to look on our chart here, and that's going to be for a right-handed batter, fly ball to left field. Why doesn't matter, it deals with advancing of base runners, but there's 2 outs, and Brock makes the catch, and that retires the Brewers in the 4th. The game is play ball baseball. I'm putting the link in the description for this video. Because it's free and because it plays so smoothly, the cards are fabulous. You print those babies out and you're ready to play ball as soon as you get some D8s. Can't really, for free, it's tough to beat this experience. You can also order seasons as well if you want to do a full season, or if you want to do Franchise All-Stars, those are free. You got to be kidding me, people. It doesn't get better than this. Thanks for being with me. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. Let me know what you think of play ball. Have a wonderful day. So long, everybody.